G'day folks, and welcome to World of Tanks with the magnificent Margon. Well, just for a spin of things, look who I bumped into. Harlequin was actually online. Now, I haven't played with Harlequin for, I have no idea how long. It's been probably a good couple of months now, and he so happened to be just sitting in my Mumble chat room. I don't know whether he was waiting for me to come on or whether he was just on. But he's been sort of playing a lot of World of Warcraft, getting ready for the new expansion coming out, version 6. Me being me, I've played World of Warcraft through all of its different expansions. I've got up to all the high levels and then given up. I can't devote my time to that game anymore. It's just it killed my life a few years ago by just playing it non-stop. And anyone out there who plays it non-stop, good on you. Realistically, you'll wake up one day and you'll see what I mean. There's so many other games out there to play. You're probably now thinking, well, you're playing World of Tanks all the time. Yeah, well, I know that, but I play World of Tanks casually. Now, basically, the T30. Now, the T30 is a very, very good tank. I like this tank. It's not as... It's not like what I thought it would be, and it's given me a bit of grief since getting it. Now, I haven't got the Top Gun. It's pretty well stock as it is from T28 Prot. I'm pretty sure I just hit the AMX 1390. Yes, I did, as you can see. And he's running for a second. Screw this. I'm bugging out. I'm trying to line up another shot, and it's just, yeah, not going to happen. I can't get a shot. Except that Leopard 1. That Leopard 1, this gun was starting to bug me and troll me. Now, I don't know how far away this is. How far away are we? 530 meters. Now, I bounced. Okay. Well, I can accept that. 530 meters, I can accept a bounce. Yep, not a problem. Okay. Well, this is where things go horribly wrong. One shot bounces, and then it becomes the rest bounce, or miss, or something else. And I'm sitting here getting frustrated, screaming into the mic down the track. Now, Harlequin's in his Leopard Prototype A. He's got the Top Gun on it. He does enjoy playing it and things like this. As you can see, I've moved a little bit further down into the lake area just so I can get my view range extended ever so slightly so I can put some more shots in. Look at that. I've missed again. And I'm just, this is where I go. Rightio. 2 misses on that Leopard. Okay, cool. That's okay. Everything's good. God, let everything be good. Come on, let's hit this guy at least once. Ooh, an E5. Okay, so the E5's popped up there. Can I shoot the E5? No, that shot went high too. And this is where I'm sitting here now going, are you for real? Is this gun gonna troll me the whole way through? Please don't do this. Oh, Leopard's back. Come on. Come on, sit still. Come on, come back. Damn it. And this is what was going through my head the whole time. I'm like, let me shoot you. Let me kill you. Come on. That's it. I hit the ground. You're kidding me. I hit the ground. You stupid, crappy, bloody gun. Fine. Let's go for the T57. Where'd that shot go? Why did I miss it again? Okay, let's aim a bit lower. Take your time. 1 second. Fully aimed in. Oh my god, I missed again. And this is where I'm sitting here going, I'm missing it. Harlequin's laughing. He is laughing in my ear. And finally, I go, hey, I hit something. Yay! I don't know how many shots that was. I think that was 6 shots missed. And I've done probably 8 shots this whole game. So that's a total of, 6 misses, 2 hits. Fire this one, the shot disappears into the distance somewhere again. And this is where I'm sitting here going, come on. You can't be serious. Yes. Yes. Another hit. Let me shoot you again. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, 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 yes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It bounced. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? And I'm sitting there going, are you for real? I could have finished off that tank. I should have finished off a leopard tank ages ago. And I should have been unleashing hell upon the T57. Now, as you can see, town pretty well has fallen. But it's understandable. Not a lot of people went town. Now, I'm still on full health, just sitting down here in my foxhole, basically, as I'm looking at it. And I thought this is where I thought now we need to try and make a decision on what we're going to do, how we're going to attack, and how we're going to play. T95 pops up like this. I get a shot on, I take it, and I went, oh, I penetrate. I've got the side of him. Sweet. Sweet. I love this. So, okay, if I've got the side of the 95, if his attention is drawn to the E50 and the 75, they do the spotting for me. I can do this. And this is where I start to go, wow. I couldn't hit a tank that was 530 metres away, but now I can hit a tank that's pretty well 530 metres away. And I'm sitting there going, what's with this? Why is this trolling me? I can't hit from one side, but I can hit the other. And it's a lower profile tank, and I'm just like, whatever. I don't care. And well, the Doom Turtle, as it's been given a name by several people. Damn it, I missed again. Basically died through shots from me, and well, that was interesting. Now, Harlequin and a lot of other, we've stretched our line of sight and defence right up. Now, I'm still sitting down this valley here because I've got plenty of cover and things like that, and I'm hoping people come out. The FV 215B83 popped out, but couldn't get a shot on him. Now, that was just, he's bugged down into the low plains, into the valleys there, along with the T30 did. There's an IS-7 somewhere and an E-75 somewhere, just driving around, as well as the AMX 1390 back in our base area. Now, the only two people over the far side is the E50 and the E75. Everyone else has come back to base camp to actually do some defending. And I'm a bit sort of like, do I want to move up? I know what's waiting for me up here. Do I sit back and try to take some more pot shots? And no, I don't. And basically, then I get spotted, and I'm like, oh crap. The 13, someone spotted me, and I said to Harlequin right now, bet you it's that bloody AMX. I bet you he's finally spotted me hiding down in my foxhole here, and I'm going to have the whole team now run down and basically try to kill me. But no, they're playing with the FV215B185 instead, which is, okay, cool, you can shoot him, don't shoot me, leave me alone. I want to be left alone, please, 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 just leave me alone. So basically been left alone. I noticed he gets spotted by our 62, he's taken out, which tells me it's time to adjust how I'm going to attack and get up there to that town. I'm useless down here now, and that's the difference. Targets do pop up, but I just don't get any worthwhile shots, so it's time to move up. So slowly goes the tank. Let's just speed it up a little bit. Let's go 2 times. Motorboat speed. So now I don't do much else for the rest of this battle now. I've used this tank as a bit of a sniper. It's trolled me hard for the first time ever. It's annoyed the crap out of me. Like it has ever since I've had this tank. Now, I'm really hoping that I can pursue through all the bad times, grind up the top gun on this tank. And I reckon that with the extra, I think it's 20 to 30 mils of penetration, and of course the average damage being 750, so an extra 350 damage. this tank, the T30, will probably come more or less into its element, and I do know for a fact that I've seen plenty of T30s, and that gun just, it changes the whole way everything works. Now, I do try to get a spot or a shot onto it. As you can see, I've bounced again. He's fired on me, and I've let Harlequin know, hey, he's fired, get up there now. He's got like a 1,000,000-second reload for not much reward. Now, he's taken out one of the more or less dangerous tanks, finally been taken out. I took the shot from him. It's time to move up. E75 is about to get Harlequin running around him. I decide, well, Harlequin can deal with the E75. And it's time for me now to move up on the IS-7. The only thing is, I really don't get anything left for this battle. So, as you can see, despite having a tier 9 TD, it can certainly troll me hard and not let me get the shots I require to do the damage that I require to keep the peace that I require in my world. Oh, there's that T95 I got to shoot up. That's good. So, what have I learned about this? Now, this tank can, to a certain extent, sit back and fire. It can also, basically, it can also be a very strong tank. I've been in battles where, as you can see, you look at the gun depression. That's pretty well gun depression at its lowest. You come over top of a hill, and you can pretty well shoot over top of a hill. The turret itself is pretty bouncy. It's not as bouncy as what I thought it would be. Whether that's because people are getting my cup holder, getting me on the sides of the cheeks here and doing damage to me, hitting me through the gun mantle on the sides here, this big flat plate sort of thing. I've noticed that I've been getting penetrated there a lot, along with all the usual weak spots on most tanks like the machine gunner port and stuff like that, the lower glacier point, and if you get shit the sides for whatever reason because you allow someone to get around you. Outside of that, the T30 is a great tank. If you haven't got it, I do recommend getting it. If you really want to do well in this design tank, probably look at getting yourself the T29, the American heavy tank. I've seen plenty of them, and I think they're a brilliant heavy tank. They've got the same turret. Only difference is they get a couple of wings out the side. As you can see there, that's where the scumbag, or not scumbag, the British guy hit me, just straight on the front of the turret there. Now, realistically, most people would bounce, but I think he's pretty well firing HE in my opinion, so it's going to do damage. So, that's that one. Now, the other one we also played tonight was the IS-8. Now, I'm going to quickly take you over that one. It's only a short battle, so means this will be a slightly shorter video, but that's okay. So let's go have a look at the IS-8 battle. Okay guys, here we are, the IS-8. Now, things to point out. This is pretty well as stock as it's going to get as an IS-8. Comes with all the great perks that the IS-3 has, which is the top gun, and things like that. The engine, I believe, and that's really about it. Tracks you still got to upgrade, turret you still got to upgrade, and you still got to get the top tier 9 gun, I believe, in this, or tier 10 gun, one or two, I can't really remember. I haven't looked too much into it. I've only really had this for about, I'd say 4 or 5 battles. Now, with Harlequin also being in his Leopard Prototype A, they're both very similar tanks. Very low profile, very much a rounded turret for bouncing, very poor gun depression, in my opinion. I knew for a fact that the frontal armor on this thing, taking it over the hills in front of me, would be quite deadly, and I'd have to let some of the other heavy tanks do it. And I could use the gun on this tank quite comfortably to do damage. So it's sort of one of those things where I know this tank and how it can be used, but I've never been able to really successfully use it as of yet. I've had a lot of trouble. Now, what I mean by trouble is actually sort of getting the tank to side scrape properly or be involved in frontal assault battles. Until now, basically in this battle, I said to Harlequin, we need to use this valley to our advantage. We need to draw the enemy over the top to allow us to get weak spots on them to hold them back and hold them from basically taking control. Now he's pushed right up, and he's sitting there now going, oh, I haven't got the gun depression for this. And he is right. Until that happens, when a scumbag starts to open up on you, that's where you start going, I need to get out of here. And I thought the T34 going up, yep, it was admirable, but it was at the same time probably not the best move to make. He had no other real support. The other T34 sitting behind me, which would probably have been a great support base for him. I don't know whether those two are actually in a platoon together. Are these guys in a platoon together? Yes, they're in a platoon together. Those two guys are in a platoon together. So why they're not working side by side to work that ridge line, I have no idea. I can't get up there, and this is where I said to Harlequin, okay, well, I'm pulling back now. I was going to turn around, but as soon as the 34 died, I went, well, I can't turn around. I have to face off and battle these guys. First shot fired in the bat chat, I've bounced, then I've got detracked. And this is where it's quite amusing. I take 6 shots and bounce all 6. And this is the first time really, and somehow I'm just perfectly angled to receive and bounce, and then I do a little bit of a power slide down the hill, and so I sort of thought now I could probably side scrape from this position to battle them, but I just couldn't get up to where I wanted to be, where I was comfortable, and said to Harlequin, look, I'm going to pull around the other side of you. Great news is, if you look at the map, and if you've been paying attention to it while I've been battling, our team has actually pushed up around the coast because we've held this team up in a way from assaulting on this flank. They haven't been able to use the valley where the E5 is to come up and through, and they haven't been able to use everything else. Now, this is where I find funny. People will whinge and complain about people capping. Now, in my opinion, that is the best thing to do in this situation. Now, I know a lot of you probably sit and say, what? Get cap points? What do you mean get loser points? Well, in this battle right now, we are pretty well spread out. We've been divided slightly, and we're not in a position where we can, as per se, win it. The only thing is, it's just been capped out, and that is as simple as got. A 5-minute battle, capped out the enemy base, all because they all came over this side of the map to fight us, and the other guys didn't have a lot to fight against. So in some ways, it's good and bad. But the lesson to be learned, even though I was in a stock tank, I only actually fired 1 shot probably the whole of this battle, maybe 2. I can't remember now. But I knew that with this tank, and as you can see, I had the wrong angle there, and the WZ just penetrated there. I didn't have the gun depression to go over the hill. If I went over the hill, the lower glacier point on this tank, which is flat, it's not the pike nose, it's fairly flat on this one, would have been exposed and easily penetrated, which would have given me a very strong disadvantage. I would have lost too much health, probably even died trying to get over there, and quite possibly not allowed our team to continue pushing around that side, defending themselves and being able to cap at the base. So in some ways, as much as if you have a look in the chat log, people whinging and complaining, saying, really? Oh, okay, he's just whinging because no one else is shooting. But he wasn't happy, the 54, the fact that we capped out, And I think that's what he said. Oh, yeah, there you go. Cowards. Perfect. What a way to win a match. And that was the last comment there. The bat chat, 152 calling us all cowards for capping. And you know what? If the team's going to be cowards, so be it. I'm glad that I'm in a team full of cowards. Hey, we won the battle. Might not have done much, but hey, we won. And that's the main thing. Even though we were in a very strong position, if I'd done silly moves, if Harley had done silly moves, it could have been a different match earlier in this game. They might have been able to push around really aggressively, really fast, finish up the last couple of guys on this side because it was only a couple of TDs and medium tanks left. Most of the other heavies are on the other flank. We might not have had a win. It could have been quite possibly a draw. There would have been probably a very high chance of a draw or basically having a loss. So battles can be played by knowing your tank and skill. And what does XVM say? 49%, so it's still a pretty even battle matching by what XVM is reckoning, and it did feel that way. It felt like a very even battle. It's just a matter of we were able to know our tanks better and know what we can and can't do. And that's all about playing tanks, knowing your tank. So despite all the weaknesses that I've played in a few battles where this tank's been destroyed for me, the IS-8, just because I haven't had the upgraded turret, the upgraded this, the upgraded that, like I always whinge about in my other tanks, I actually learnt today that no matter how crap a tank may be, it all comes down to how you play that tank and how you know that tank can work. And I've I have picked up how to play this tank very quickly. So there you go. I stretched this out to 8 minutes. I think that's enough for this. It was a very short battle, 5-minute battle, but short and sweet. Outside of that, guys, look, I hope you've enjoyed this. Enjoy your gaming. Happy hunting. I'll catch you on those battlefields.